Andrew at it. Andrew. Matthew at it again. I'm telling you, these dudes are on Drake's payroll. I swear. Because they can't be honest. They can't be honest. I don't... All right, Torture Talk, you know what it is, man. If you want to donate, link is right on the screen. Cash App, no more PayPal. Listen, man, all the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, I love y'all. I love you. Tell y'all a quick story real quick, man. You know what? Just forget that. Just forget it. But all the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know the final ones at. I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. 25,000 subscribers. I will be giving away a cash prize. Make sure you the 25,000 subscriber. I'm telling you, I'm going live. It's going to be a celebration. I'm going to give out some money. And also too, man, I'm doing an award ceremony. Y'all seen the first episode of the nominees for Hustler of the Year Award. All the nominees is up. I'm going to be doing the next nominees probably this week, or matter of fact, next week, because it's holiday weekend. I might be spontaneous and do it on Sunday. I'm not sure, but let's get to that. You know what I'm saying? And that will be January 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the live of me going through all of them and putting whoever it is, whoever's going to be the winner, they will receive a prize from me or a trophy or a medal or whatever. I'm giving something away, baby. Giving something away for all y'all hard work. Y'all don't get recognized enough. So look, man, let's get to Matthew, man, because I don't know what to say to this dude anymore, man. See, my thing is, I love how Matthew and academics, they try to spin this, right? They try to spin this narrative. And I want y'all to see him spin this narrative about Kendrick. Like, my thing is, like, I don't understand why they have such a disdain for Kendrick. He's just an artist that does good music. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're jealous that he beat Drake, or because he beat Drake and they're upset, but they have this visceral hate for Kendrick for some reason. And they do whatever and go whatever out of their way to try to make this thing where it's like it's a competition between Kendrick and Drake in this whole bot situation. It's like, bro, your man's been doing this. Your man is academics is actively employing somebody who's doing this, not even from America. But I could guarantee you, he's not going to talk about that. He's not going to say anything about it. So let's get to what he talking about.
All right, so Elon Musk recently enabled a function on Twitter where you could see the country that people are from. And for a lot of Kendrick Stan accounts, it's turning out pretty bad. And look, we got to call it for what it is. Not like us. Whether Kendrick wanted this or not, it will go down as one of the most divisive songs in the history of the genre. It galvanized.
Bro, when did we get to the point where we're calling diss songs divisive? That's what it is. Of course it's divisive. It's supposed to be. It's a diss song. You're trying to put it on everybody else. No, he's saying they, which means Drake and his entourage. The front of the cover tells you right there, they not like us. He's pointing at them, saying they not like us. Has nothing to do with the whole world. Y'all trying to make it out to be the world. As if you want to be the person that is not like them. Do you want to be on that side, Matthew or Andrew or whatever your name is? Marty? That's his nephew name. Shout out to Marty, man. You want to be like that? You want to be on the other side? You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying in the song. The song is a metaphor. They not like us, saying them. He ain't talking about, he never mentioned black. He mentioned black, but he never mentioned black as in white people are not like black people. He never said that. He's saying they not like us. That can actually be used by anybody. Sports teams, anything. It's a genius slogan, bro. It's genius. It's simple, but it's goddamn genius. And you can't stand it. Y'all can't stand it.
As people to say, like, you're not like us. You're not part of this. You're not part of this. You don't contribute. You're not part of this. And anything that divides people could never.
That's not what he was saying. You see what I mean? You see how they spin this? That's not what he was saying. The song is about Drake and his boys and doing some nefarious or things that people don't agree with. And he's saying they are not like us. Don't get it confused. They not like us. That's what he's saying. Now, if you want to dig deep into it and be insecure about it, you could do that. Because it seems like that's what you're doing right now. You're being insecure. They're not like us. You're not like him. You're not like me. No, that's not what he was saying, bro. You know that. You know that. Come on, man.
A good thing, which is why in 20, 30 years from us, you're not part of this. You're not part of this. You don't contribute. You're not part of this. And anything that divides people could never be a good thing, which is why in 20, 30 years from now, Kendrick's legacy might not be looked at in the way that he was hoping for. Now,
yo, this is crazy, bro. I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it, bro. 20, 30 years from now, Kendrick Lamar's legacy, nigga, 20, 30 years from now, Kendrick's gonna be 60, 70 years old. What are you talking about? The music in general not gonna be looked at the same. What are you talking about? But I can tell you one thing, he is gonna be looked at as an icon. He's gonna be looked at as one of the greatest of all time. What are you talking about, bro? You're trying your hardest to make this out to be something that it's not, bro. You really are.
Saying that, I can't put all the onus on him because I don't think in my heart of hearts that this is what he wanted. But unfortunately, this is what happened. And I think really the situation that America is in politically, where the entire country's divided, not like us, kind of became a hater's anthem. So for some people, yes, it became like a cultural statement or cultural anthem. And then, you know, there's some people who just want to dance to it. And it's a fun, upbeat record. I think it'll be like a pump it up.
Then you acknowledge that it's not all hate then. You know what I'm saying? Not Like Us is not a hate-filled song, bro. He's talking about Drake and him. They had a battle. Y'all got insecure because Drake fans are insecure when it comes to Drake. Drake made y'all that way, bro. Simple as that. Y'all insecure. You know what I'm saying? He made y'all that way. You don't see Kendrick fans crying about Family Matters. You don't see that. You see them actually debating that whether this guy said that Kendrick put his hands on his girlfriend. But nobody's, oh my God, he's so divisive. He's so divisive. Like everything that Drake said wasn't divisive. Everything Drake said that wasn't hate-filled. Like, what are you talking about? Drake said this man beats on his girl and you agreed with it. And then you did a video and then you deleted the video. And then you try to say, oh yeah, I figured something out. And then I caught you out there because I figured out that you didn't really do no research. You just made your AI do it and the AI was wrong. I was right. I'm smarter than AI. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy how you do, bro. I need to pull up on this dude, man. I gotta talk to Matthew straight up, bro. I want to talk to you, bro. I want to talk to you. I want to do an interview with you and talk to you, and I want to debate you on this because a lot of y'all scared to debate, bro. Y'all don't want to debate. Everybody's so afraid to actually have an honest and open conversation. Y'all gotta talk inside of a bubble with all your friends. So you say, yeah, you right, bro. No, you right. Yeah, you right, bro. Yup, that's what happened. You right. Yeah. Yo, you on the point. You on point with that one. Yeah, bro. That's what y'all want. Y'all don't even want to talk to nobody that y'all disagree with because y'all get slaughtered. Y'all know that. Academics, he will never have nobody on the stream talking to him again after that bull put him in his place. He do show me love. He do. Like, come on, bro.
Type record where it will always find a way into arenas, into sporting events. It's always going to have a place as that sort of anthem. Anyways, for the people that did treat this as like a cultural anthem, the main argument that we would hear online is that you're not from America, you're from this country, you're from Canada, you're not like us, this is our culture, which is fine, but now we're finding out that a lot of those same people, some of the loudest voices in the space, weren't even from America either. So we're starting to see.
So what does that mean? So what does that mean? What does that mean? So what? Did Kendrick set that up? No. Why does that even matter? Why does that matter? I understand what he's saying, But the point is muted because it's like this. How the fuck am I supposed to know they set these accounts up? I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that. And on top of that, are you mentioning that there are actual accounts in America that support Kendrick too? You know what I'm saying? So when you say stuff like this, I have to laugh because I'm like, well, okay, so? So what? So what? So what? It wasn't, these are real people. It's not like they're bots. It's real people. If you're saying this is Kendrick fans, listen, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight with you. I'm like, so what? But I don't want them to do that. I don't want nobody from no other country talking about America if they don't live here, bro. If they don't live here and they never been here, you can't talk about America. You can't talk about black people. You can't talk about white people. You can't talk about nobody. You never been here. You know what I'm saying? You never been to this country. How you got to say on what goes on here? It's like me having to say what goes on in a country that I've never been to. That's why when people be saying stuff like telling me, and I've been to a lot of countries, people, I'm be bragging. I be bragging. I'm sorry. But it's like, whenever somebody tell me about a country, like my cousins be like, yeah, man, I be hearing they be doing stuff, man. I ain't going there. I heard they be kidnapping people. Bro, I say, have you ever been there? No, but I shoot. Yeah, man, I know. No, you don't. You don't. That's how I feel about people who in other countries talk about America. I don't care what you see on TV. You don't know the pain that black people go through. You don't know the pain that white people go through. You don't know about trailer park trash. You don't know about niggas in the hood. You don't know about none of that. You only see it on TV. You never been there. You don't know. So when I agree, when people say, oh, these pages, they're using our pain, whether it's black or white, they're using our pain and our atrocities and our insecurities against us when they do stuff like that. So no, I do not agree with that. I will say that. But however, how the Kendrick supposed to know that? How are he supposed to know? He's supposed to go and find all this. He's supposed to talk to all the stand pages. How is he supposed to know that? I could say the same thing for Drake. How does Drake supposed to know that? You know what I'm saying? But I hate when these dudes do this. They trying to make it seem like it's all on the show. Oh, see? Now y'all being a hypocrite because now all the Kendrick stand pages that came out and y'all not saying that. I'm saying something. No, they shouldn't be doing that. I'm saying it. So no, your what's the name is debunked.
Accounts like Curtis Bashir, who is the self-proclaimed voice of hip hop, and when you look at where he's from, he's actually based out of Saudi Arabia, which shouldn't be a big deal unless you lie about it. Like in 2022, where you see him say, I'm American and I agree. Or in 2023, when he claims to be an African American. And now that everything's come out, he's claiming that he's Sudanese. To be fair, I think the guy is definitely knowledgeable about hip hop and he clearly loves it. But when you start lying about where you're from and trying to position yourself as being part of something that you clearly aren't, that's a different story. Yet, like in this case.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. You should not be lying about you being black. Why? Why are you lying about, nigga, you, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. For all the people that got money, that's rich, if you lie about being black, you need to pay black people. Pay me for using my blackness. How about that? Pay up. I need that money for my blackness. If you're gonna use my skin color for you being incognito, if you're being an incognito, yeah, you need to pay me. Pay up. Send the money to the king, the cash out right there. Yo, king, I need to borrow your incognito-ness real quick. Incognito-ness. Yeah, pay up.
With Anthony Fantano, the guy's very quick to call out other people and claim that they're not part of the culture. This guy got kicked from a rock music band and started a YouTube channel talking about hip hop, thinks he's from this culture now. Stick on making videos for white teenagers and let the real men talk. Do you see where I'm going with this? And then we see pages like this one, which is clearly a Kendrick TDE new.
Well, hold up, Matthew. Hold up. You ain't give people enough time to actually circulate anything. You pulled up something from a while ago, probably. But this just happened. So you can't say, oh, wait, listen, bro. You got to give people time enough to call things out, right? Now, if it's next week or 2 weeks from now and they ain't saying nothing, I'll give you that. I'll say, yo, Matthew was right. I'll get on here and say you was right. I'll get on here and say that. It's not, and listen, bro, I'm wrong all the time and I'm right all the time. So, hey, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. I ain't got no problem saying I'm wrong about something. I don't know what you talking about. I'm just saying, if he's right, he's right. And right now, he has a point. That's a point. You know what I'm saying? I have to give them that. But he ain't giving people enough time. He ain't give people enough time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I give you a point to that. Because it just seemed to me like a lot of the people don't call out people not from this country that talks about hip hop, and not even hip hop. They're posing as black people, bro. Like, what are we talking about? That's my problem.
Page, and we find out that the account is based in India, which shouldn't be a big deal unless he starts doing things like using the N-word in every other post that he makes. And of course, the OVO community is having an absolute blast.
Tractors like a chord, but it's blobby A minor. They not like us. No, they not like us. No, they not like us.
Now, since all this came out,
but see, the thing is, y'all the first people, right? And I'm gonna talk to the Drake stans real quick. Y'all the first people that say Kendrick Lamar is not worldwide. But then you see all of these stan accounts of using Kendrick Lamar's music, and you're saying, well, wait a minute. He is worldwide, but the thing is, now look, you see? And it's like, y'all don't even have a point. I keep telling y'all, Kendrick is bigger than Drake, bro. Whether you like it or not. Drake has more streams, okay. But as an artist, Kendrick is bigger, bro. Let's be clear here. He's the bigger draw. He's the bigger artist. If Kendrick drops an album today, he's gonna outsell Drake. That's it, bro. Whatever, however you try to spin it, dance around it, you could do the Tootsie slide around it. It don't matter. He's bigger than Drake, bro. Kendrick is doing stadiums. Drake has never done a stadium, bro. Simple as that. And I don't think he ever will do a stadium. So I don't understand why. And Drake is scared to drop his music, bro. He's scared because he's afraid that maybe Kendrick's gonna step on it. And when did we ever get to the point where you say an artist is bigger than another artist, but another artist is afraid that this artist may step on his music? Because he did that to him in what's the name? And with Meet the Grams. Drake drops a song, Kendrick, people was mad. They was mad. Oh man, this ain't right. Yo, bro, he didn't even let him give him enough time to shine. That's crazy. I can't believe it, bro. He didn't even give him enough time to shine. Why? Why would he do this? Why? Niggas was crying. I see niggas crying. Yo, bro. Yo, Kendrick, man, I hate you. Ooh, I swear to God. It's like, bro, calm down. It's just a battle, bro.
he did make a post where he said, since y'all looking for dirt on me, here it is. Started listening to hip hop in 2002 and Kendrick TDE in 2012. Made this account in 2018, way before this beef shit. And for Elon Musk, fuck you. You ain't doing shit, but you just want the bloody engagement with revealing location. Nah, you're just mad at Elon now because you got outed and the truth came out. Even that message he wrote is incredibly tone deaf because he's writing as if he's American. Like the type of words he's using.
That's a fact. He ain't telling no lie right there. That's a fact. That's a fact. It was tone deaf. I'm looking at the message like, bro, what are you talking about? How you mad because you got exposed? You got exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you got exposed. Oh, let me tell you the truth now. I'm gonna tell you what it is now. Like, what are you talking about? So you've been deceiving people the whole time, and now you want to tell the truth? Oh, watch me. Like, get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, bro, cut it out.
Is not the way that an Indian man would type. Now, my prediction for this account will be absolutely fine because this will be a perfect demonstration of what selective outrage is.
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, people gonna call you a racist for that, for what you just said. That's not how an Indian man would type. First thing people gonna say in your comments, well, how would an Indian man type? The thing is, I'm gonna explain something to y'all real quick. So just white people, right? And even black people too. You have to understand, when you put somebody in a box or you put them in some type of category, people look at that as a stereotype. And they look at that as semi-racist or sort of racist. Because stereotypes can be considered a mild racist or even big, opposite of mild. You know what I mean? Can't think right now. But stereotypes are like that. But somebody said something about stereotypes. They said you earn stereotypes. They're not just given. And I kind of agree with that in a way, because a lot of times we do things and we do try to act as if like we don't do that. It was an episode of Sanford and Son where somebody was blaming Fred. They was blaming him for all of these different things, and he kept saying, you shouldn't be saying these things. And then when the guy left, he said, he right, I do all of those things. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that it is that, but people don't like to be judged. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big mess. But the point I'm making is when he says stuff like this is why people say that you're kind of racist when you say stuff like that. I'm just giving you some game. I ain't trying to be smart or funny. I'm just saying when you say stuff like, that's not how an Indian man types. Well, how does an Indian man type? That's what people are going to say to you. It's like me saying, that's not how a white man type. How does a white man type? You know what I'm saying? Then again, you might not be mad about it. Some of y'all might not be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Then you saying, so you basically saying like, oh no, he don't type like in people's head, not saying you saying this, but in people's head, they're saying, well, he don't type like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He trying to be black. He don't type like a nigga. Niggas use LOL and all types of what they call them. What they call them, Jaws? I know what it is. I'm just talking fast. I'm trying to get some tacos. You know what I mean? Here we go.
Because this is a pro Kendrick account, it's not going to matter that he's Indian and using the N-word. People will give him a pass just because he's pro Kendrick. We've seen situations play out.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's another thing that I think a lot of people do like him. But besides stereotyping, another thing that people like him do, and I'm stereotyping now, right? But another thing like people like Matthew does is what they do is they generalize everything and they say, well, listen, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with somebody that's not from this country using the N-word. I do. I mean, but a lot of people are now they're not outraged, and I guess that's what he's saying. It's not outrage like how it would be. But the reason why that is because we tend to look at people from other countries, and when they say things like that, we don't look at it as threatening to us. When you have white people in this country saying it, whether they're saying it, how would I say this? Whether they're saying it through being egregious, or whether they're saying it like it's some type of term of endearment or something. You know what I'm saying? But the irony in all this is he's not from America and he be talking about American business.
This before, where it really depends on what side you're on as to how much backlash you get. Anyways, like I said, we're seeing tons of funny things from the OVO community. Like in this case, they took the sex offender pins from Not Like Us and applied it to like an Indian style building. This one says Kendrick fans are crashing out with this new update.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression.
This shit is fucking hilarious. A bunch of accounts are being exposed. Like this one, for example, claimed to be from Compton, LA, when in reality the guy was based out of New Zealand. Now, with that said, just because he's in New Zealand now, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not from LA, but the chances of that are probably pretty slim. Now, I did see that some pages were being called out. Like, for example, this guy is actually based in Poland. And of course, they're trolling him for this.
I took the walk to Poland.
But then when you go through his account, you see that he's
Oh. That was funny. I'm sorry. That was funny. No, yeah, some of y'all like, why you laughing with him? Why you laughing with what's the dirt? That was pretty funny though, I ain't gonna lie. I can watch that again.
Olin, and of course they're trolling him for this.
I took the walk to Poland.
But then when you go through his account, you see that he's
Oh, that was great.
never actually claimed to be from America, and he's pointed out several times that he's not from there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, where it gets problematic is if you're cosplaying as being from another country or an entirely different ethnicity. That's fucked. And then there's accounts like this one where we find out he's based in Nigeria, and it's a Kendrick Lamar updates page, but that's pretty much all he does is post chart data, concert updates, behind the scenes shit, concert footage. From what I could tell, he's not giving his personal opinion, and he's not acting like he's from somewhere that he isn't. And for me, I find it beautiful that people abroad are connecting with hip hop in the way that these people are. Like, this is another account that got called out. Turns out he's from the UK. But as far back as 2023, he's clearly making the distinction himself that he's not American. It would be different if he had tweets like, get out of our culture, or like protect our culture, or like he was on some gatekeeper type energy, but I didn't see any tweets like that. And of course, academics had a lot to say about this. Yesterday, I realized dudes in Mumbai, India was on here capping, acting like they from Compton, arguing all day like they pro-black FBA dudes. Bro, go focus on that belly dancing music and Bollywood shit. Elon, turn on face reveal for all the accounts. I'm with it. If we knew what dudes look like and where they lived at, you wouldn't even engage with these bot farm dudes. Who give a fuck about the opinion of a dude in Pakistan when we talking about hip hop? I would never say if you're from another country you can't consume or speak on hip hop, but if you're disguising your presence to be I'm pro-black from Compton, that's beyond deceptive.
That's true. That's true. I disagree with the way academics went about saying these things. I don't think you should be disrespecting people like that. That was disgusting what he was saying. But I will say that you can speak on hip hop. You can't just be out here lying. Like, what are you lying for? Why are you lying saying you from Compton? Why? I think that's super disrespectful. You from another country and you claiming to be black, and you from another, that's disrespectful.
Insanely deceptive, but just watch. These accounts are going to be just fine. People are still going to support them because they are pro Kendrick. Just watch. We're even seeing some really big pages like this one, 161,000 followers, are from the UK.
But wait a minute, bro. Let me speak on this real quick. Bro, this is the same thing with Drake, though. People still support Drake even though he does and says some things, bro. Like, I don't get how you could sit here and say this with a straight face. I'm acting like I'm really talking to this nigga. I don't get how you could say this with a straight face, knowing that Drake does the same exact thing. His fans do the same thing for him, bro. The same thing. I've seen people argue. They said there was no evidence of Drake actually doing something with an underage or minor person. People were saying there's no evidence of that. Let that sink in real quick. People are literally out here saying that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no evidence of that. I'm like, what about the girl saying, but her father was there. Her father was there. It's like, what? So it's okay? Her father's a weirdo. Come on.
He goes by Wow, That's Hip Hop, which is kind of ironic because by many American standards, he's really anything but hip hop, and he's certainly not part of the culture. It's abundantly clear the guy loves hip hop, but by many standards, he is indeed a culture vulture. Speaking of culture vultures, this guy actually turns out to be from Nigeria, but has the audacity to label someone like Drake, who actually has full-on roots to America, a culture vulture. Drake the bunny hopper, the porn star lover,
You know you fucked up, right? Bro. That's a stupid statement. So the guy from Nigeria doesn't have roots to America. I believe Nigerians is the first people in America that was slaves. I believe it was Nigerians. I'm not sure about that. But then he goes on and said Drake has roots to America. I would say Nigerians have more roots than Drake. That's just my opinion.
Culture vulture. Drake never wrote the Nokia song, a certified culture vulture. Drake will always be a culture vulture. Drake is not like us because he's a culture vulture who preys on women. In Nigeria, I guess they didn't get the memo that not like us doesn't pertain to them. In fact, in many ways, it could be about them. And given the fact that Kendrick fans love to label Drake fans as MAGA, I found this tweet pretty interesting from a pro-Kendrick account. The people who shoot up schools in America are mostly the LGBTQ folks. Doesn't sound very liberal to me. Every LGBTQ person is ugly. This is a mental illness. The crazy part about tweets like this is more time.
Y'all already know how I feel about that. I told y'all Drake is not MAGA. I don't know why people were saying that. I don't know why y'all try to connect the two. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Drake is MAGA. I don't think Drake is anything. I don't think Drake even cares about politics. I mean, do Drake like certain tweets, this and that? Yeah, he does. But I'm not going to go as far as saying that Drake is a Trump supporter. I'm just not going to do that. Yeah, I mean, y'all could do that. Y'all could try to connect the dots. Oh, no, because of this and that. No. Nah, you ain't convinced me. So until I see something and then I'm convinced, and I'll come on here and I'll say, you know what? Y'all was right. But I haven't been convinced. So.
Times and not, the person behind the account is actually a closeted homosexual. But no one really cares about what he says as long as he calls Kendrick the GOAT. Now, with all that said, the OVO pages are also being subjected to being exposed because, of course, they're...
Okay, so let me see how much time you have left on here. So you have less than 1 minute. So let's see if you get to, let's see how fast you get to them. Because you did all of this Kendrick talking for the whole time you talked. And now let's see if you can get to you got 1 minute. Put you on a timer. You know what I'm saying? We put him on a timer. Let's put him on a timer. Put him on a timer real quick. Let's see, man. Where's the timer at? Oh my God. Let's put him on a timer. Let's go. So y'all can hear that. "60 seconds. Here we go. 60 seconds. All right, Matthew. Are you ready?
Locations are also revealed. As you can see here, this account is Zimbabwe, South Africa, West Asia, Israel, United Kingdom, Europe, etc. But the same rules can't apply to the OVO stan pages. They're not out there saying, get out of the culture, you're not like us. They don't do that. Drake didn't make an anthem like that. Kendrick did. And to my knowledge, none of these accounts have cosplayed as being from a different country or a different ethnicity. In fact, I've been in spaces with just about all these people, and if they have an accent, they have an accent. Like I said before, Kendrick Lamar has the most...
Yo, I tell you, bro. Y'all go through great lengths to try to protect Drake. Bro, whether people was faking it or not, it's the same thing. You can't demonize one side and say these people are stands, and then you have all of those pages that you just mentioned and that you was in the groups with. That's why you ain't talking bad about them. You was in the same group chats with these people, and now you're sitting here trying to pretend as if they wasn't. Bro, if they ain't got their picture up there, then if they ain't got their real picture up there, just like Academic said, They ain't got their real picture. The crazy thing is, Academics TV, you know, and I know that he's not from America. And he be using the N-word. So I don't understand it. I'm saying the N-word. It's like I'm white. Nigga. Oh, man. But it is what it is, man. Let's see what he said at the end of this.
Fucked up, deranged fan base in the history of the music business. It's not even close. These guys are absolutely nuts.
Crazy how he sit there and say that Kendrick fans are absolutely nuts. I love it, man. I love how you call Kendrick fan nuts. Come on, bro. Cut it out. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here. Torture Talk.